the priest's serious prayer. "We put his body in the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes," was cut off mid-sentence. "Stop right there. This gathering breaks Rule 14B of the Oak Ridge Manor HOA rules. Who's in charge?" A mean, sharp voice cut through the quiet of Oak Ridge Hill Cemetery, ruining prayers and making mourners gasp. Everyone's heads jerked up, eyes wide with shock. The rustling of old oak trees and the soft crying of sad people gave way to confused whispers rippling through the crowd. Daniel Carter, tall and stiff in his Navy police dress uniform with a black mourning band against his silver badge, felt cold anger twist in his stomach. This day was meant to honor his father Thomas, a decorated war hero. He stepped forward, dress shoes quiet on the neat grass, facing two men in dark tactical uniforms with belts heavy with radios and patches. A gross joke among the serious suits and dresses. The leader, a big man in his late 30s with a smug beard, squared his shoulders. "This is Nathan Brooks." His shorter, stockier buddy gripping a clipboard like a magic charm hovered nervously. "This is a private funeral," Daniel said, voice low, a storm brewing. Beneath his calm, Brooks puffed up, thumbs in his belt. "Private or not, you're on HOA territory and we've got a complaint about a gathering without permission. Board approval required." Daniel blinked at the craziness that made his fresh grief worse. "This is Oak Ridge Hill Cemetery, city-owned public. Land. We have full permits from Brighton City and the cemetery office. Who are you?" "Officer Nathan Brooks, Oak Ridge Manor HOA enforcement," the man declared, tapping a flimsy plastic badge that screamed, "Homemade. This cemetery's under our rules. You're breaking them." Gasps erupted. Daniel's mother, Margaret, under a white tent by the open grave, clutched her tissue, her tear-streaked face going pale. Beside her, General Henry Walsh, Thomas's Vietnam buddy, narrowed his eyes, fury carved in his weathered face. Other veterans, Thomas's brothers in arms, shifted as their sorrow hardened into rage. They'd come to bury a hero, not put up with this joke. "A complaint," Daniel's voice dropped to a warning rumble, "about my father's funeral." He pointed to the flag-draped wooden casket, the stars and stripes just given to his mother. Thomas Carter, Army veteran, honored for his sacrifice. Brooks, unfazed, eyed the casket dismissively. "Feelings don't override rules. Break this up now and you," he jabbed at Daniel, "come with us for clarification." The sidekick waved a zip tie, its teeth glinting, muttering non-compliance protocol. That was the breaking point. Daniel's composure, strained by grief, cracked. This wasn't petty rule-pushing, it was ruining his father's memory in front of his sobbing mother, his sister Emily, and Thomas's brave comrades. Margaret's shoulders shook. General Walsh growled, stepping forward until Daniel's subtle hand signal stopped him. "Let them dig deeper." "You're trying to arrest a civilian," Daniel said, words like ice, "during a funeral on public land with no crimes. Those uniforms and badges. You're pretending to be authority you don't have." Brooks sneered. "Questioning me, pal? We're HOA enforcers. You're getting in our way. Last chance, come quietly, or we make you." The air crackled. Lilies and damp earth mixed with the stench of arrogance. Daniel's gaze flicked from Brooks's smug face to the zip tie, then to his mother's tears and the veteran's controlled fury. Thomas taught him justice wasn't power, but principle. His badge felt heavier, not with grief, but purpose. The sun dimmed. Through the oaks, the world narrowing to this unbearable moment. Brooks and his partner waited, clueless about their huge mistake. They saw a grieving son, not Brighton's police chief ready to destroy their act. Daniel's hand moved, not for a gun, but a leather case. With a snap, he flashed his gold shield, sunlight glinting off Brighton County seal, piercing Brooks's arrogance. "I'm sure. Chief Daniel Carter," he declared, voice ringing with command. "Brighton County Police." Brooks froze, jaw slack, smugness replaced by horror. His partner gasped, stumbling. The zip tie fell pathetically to the grass. Mourners whispered, "Chief of Police." Brooks stammered, "Chief, we had a complaint. HOA rules. I didn't know. Daniel held the badge steady. Your HOA has no power here. You're pretending to be officers, attempting illegal arrest, disrupting a lawful funeral. Wrong day, wrong grave. Sirens wailed, getting closer. 2 police cars, lights flashing, rolled through the cemetery gates. Officers Sam Reed and Luis Torres, Daniel's trusted men, stepped out, checking the scene. Daniel had radioed for backup, never imagining this craziness. Officers, he called. These men are pretending to be law enforcement and attempting unlawful arrest. Take them into custody. Reed and Torres moved quickly, handcuffing Brooks and his partner. The steel's click echoed with finality. General Walsh, grimly satisfied, gripped Daniel's shoulder. Well done, Chief. You've shamed yourselves, he told the fakes, and insulted a soldier's memory. As the police cars took them away, silence returned, tinged with relief. Daniel faced his father's casket. The interruption was a raw wound, but it sparked determination. This won't stand, Dad, he promised silently. I'll end this disrespect. For you, for justice. The funeral continued, but a bigger battle loomed. Brooks and his partner were pawns. Who pulled the strings? Days blurred with grief and fury. Processing Brooks at the precinct revealed bluster, their HOA authority a flimsy lie. Daniel's instincts pointed to Victor Hale, the charming, iron-fisted HOA president. Hale, with his polished smile and fancy speeches about community pride, seemed like a model citizen, but whispers painted a bully wielding bylaws as weapons, his rule a kingdom of fear. Daniel launched a quiet investigation, assigning sharp detectives to dig into harassment and fraud claims while urging residents to speak out anonymously. Calls trickled in. Mrs. Larson, trembling, told of fines for a rose garden her husband loved, legal on her land. The Wilsons, a young family, recounted late-night threats over their kid's swing set, citing a fake rule. General Walsh's contacts confirmed Hale's bullying, targeting the vulnerable, backed by a loyal board and vague connections. Flyers appeared, warning against troublemakers, and a finance meeting was canceled. Hale's scare tactics. Financial records revealed selective fines, fake bills for security gear, and a complaint about the funeral filed by Hale's helper. Hale had built a system of control, silencing disagreement with fear. Disrupting a veteran's funeral, though, was his fatal error, stirring Daniel's anger. Evidence mounted, but witnesses feared testifying. Daniel needed solid proof. Then one rainy night, an unmarked envelope slid under the precinct door. Inside were memos with Hale's signature urging targeted harassment, one noting the funeral as a chance to show HOA muscle. A USB drive held audio, Hale's voice coaching. Brooks on intimidation, laughing at